So you're watching your latest video and maybe you're only seeing 50 views or 100 if you're lucky. And you're starting to doubt whether you're cut out for YouTube. So you're questioning the process. Well, this is definitely not a comfort video. I'm not going to tell you it gets easy. I'm not going to tell you to plant a seed and wait. When you begin taking a passive approach or, well, I'll just be consistent, it'll surely work out, I can tell you that almost always leads to failure. Or you're just prolonging the pain when you can choose to be winning faster. The fight is not about waiting for luck. It's a direct fight against your own mind telling you to quit. The truth about the small channel mindset is that it's not about views or growth. It's about one thing: how long can you endure the pain? Other creators tell you your content's fine, the algorithm just needs more time. That sounds good, but it can stop you from improving and it can kill your progress. The reason you're frustrated is simple. Your expectations are higher than your skills. You know what a successful video looks like, but your current work, it's not there yet. And it's fine, you're learning. The low view count isn't the problem. The pain is that the view count shows your video's not good enough yet. The algorithm isn't punishing you, it's just giving you objective feedback. And in competitive niches, it's much more difficult. So your quality may already be high enough since people who are already clicking are watching 3 to 5 minutes, which in that case, consistency is the solution. So just keep going if you're in that scenario. But most people don't fall under this category. And once again, it is possible that your video is good enough, but the truth is that accepting that as a universal truth can give you false expectations. Some of my competitors have told you that it's only a matter of time before your videos will take off, and I'm sorry, but that can set you up for failure. I don't want to give you nonsense advice that isn't rooted in reality. I'm not trying to be a contrarian on purpose or be negative. I just think we need to be honest with ourselves. The only goal is to fight through the volume of work. 50 videos, 100 videos. For some of you, it may only be 25 videos. Whatever the case may be. You have to work through the pain of upgrading your skills so that they rise up and close the gap. There is no other way. You can't skip this. You have to go through the fire. This should be your mission statement. Be so good that people can't ignore you. You have to actively remove the things that make you want to quit. Okay, drill number 1. So I know this is going to be difficult. I know you're not going to want to do it, but you need to do it. The 90-day view count ban. So you're addicted to the view count. It's like a drug, right? The dopamine release that you get whenever you see views coming in, especially when they're more frequent. I get it. I feel the same way. So it gives you that quick hit of validation, right? But it gives you that sinking feeling or that pit in your stomach when they don't come in. So that's the disappointing part. I know, I get it. But the test should be for the next 90 days, you're banned from checking your real-time view counts or your subscriber graph. So you must operate blindly. The only metric that you're allowed to track is how many people watch the entire video. So your continued effort is built on operating without what the viewers think. Okay, drill number 2, stop posting to improve one skill. So consistency means never stopping the work of getting better, but the test should be if your videos are not holding attention, you must stop posting consistently. You need one improved skill. So pick one area right now. Maybe it's being real on camera. Maybe it's making your edits look better than your competition. Or maybe it's learning to tell a good story from start to finish. So that mindset flip, you don't get to rest when you fail. You need to use that time to get better. You need to stop posting until you honestly feel like you've improved that one skill. I had to do it, so you should do it too. But when I did it, guess what? My average view duration went up. But you need to watch out for the perfection trap. I get it. You can go down that road and you don't want to either. So if your new skill is at, like, let's say 90%, that's likely much better than your old work. So do not spend 3 times the effort trying to get that last 10%. 90% is good enough. Your discipline is tested by choosing to get better instead of rushing content out. I assure you, this is how the YouTubers that did well figured it out. And here's the reality check. That's what makes the discipline worth it, right? So if you consistently produce just 1 video a week and the average person watches, let's say 5 minutes of that video or even 3 or 4, YouTube can't ignore that. Think about that. Do you understand that? Even if your views are low because you haven't figured out a way to get your click-through rate high enough, which is title, idea, and thumbnail, and I understand that's a separate problem. But even if your views are low, if you're feeding the platform consistent library growth and proving your watch time is high, you're outperforming 99% of all other YouTubers. Your only job is to stay above that line. Okay, drill number 3, the 5-year identity pledge. I know failure on YouTube creates an identity crisis. I understand. So you're afraid that if you fail, you'll lose your identity as a creator. But the test should be like this. So you define your mission using a 5-year lens. Ask yourself, if I was doing this in any form 5 years from now, what would it look like? If you quit now, you're choosing that piece of conformity over the pain of the process. So discipline is the ability to commit to that goal that requires a decade sometimes, maybe, hopefully only 5 years of patience. But if you can't make that pledge, you need to quit today and save yourself some time. So that low view count is the universe asking you, how long can you endure? The ones who win aren't the most talented. They're the ones who outlasted the psychological pain and chose to work on their skills to make a better video. Don't just watch the video and feel better. You have to outsmart the pain. Your biggest enemy isn't the algorithm. It's the constant checking of the score. Your task is the 90-day view count ban. You must stop linking your effort to immediate results. This is the only way to build true discipline. You need to make that commitment. So that video gives you simple, specific steps on why YouTube isn't pushing your videos and how to fix it.